I'm Phil Wilding from Vast Visibility, and this is just a short demonstration video of Visibility Stats. Visibility Stats is our live visitor tracking system that lets us make websites more efficient. It lets us see what our users are doing on the website, and more importantly, it lets us understand how best to spend our marketing and how to make sure our site is as usable as possible to maximize the conversion rate from our visitors. What I'll show you today is how a normal user would enter a site and how Visibility Stats can be used in the financial services sector as an example to improve conversions and get more sales. Okay, so here we are looking at a normal Google search page. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to be using motorbike insurance as a prime example. If you think about motorbike insurance, in order for somebody to get a motorbike insurance quote, they need to complete a raft of questions on a website, during which you will inevitably find that you have a drop-off rate. There will be a number of people that will drop out of that question set, and there will be, I guess, the best way to explain it, there will be definite usability bottlenecks that are stopping people from getting to the end of the questions as well. So you're going to have a natural fall-off rate from people that the phone might ring in the middle of filling in that form. But you're also going to have a fall-off rate because the question set has not been written in the most usable way for a user to understand it. Okay, so if we think about the user journey and we start with Google, in this example I'm going to search for motorbike insurance. And immediately in Google there is motorbike insurance, and the site that we're going to use as a demonstration today is one of our clients, thebikeinsurer.co.uk. So what I'm going to do is click to enter the site. So now I'm just a normal user on the Bike Insurer's website. What's happened already is information has already been sent to our stats server for us to analyze. So what I'm going to do is just flick over to VisStats now. Okay, so this is a Visibility Stats interface. There are a number of different modes that Visibility Stats can operate in. At the moment, we're currently looking at the number of visitors live on this website at the moment. You can see at the moment on the Bike Insurer skin there are 36 people on that website. This is a list of all the other websites that are currently being tracked, and yeah, it's used by some large organisations, for example such as Swiftcover and Tesco's. We also have Hoselock and Morpheus Investments that also use this. So what I'm going to do is just hide that tab for now because we're only going to focus on one site, so I'm just going to remove that to make it simple. What we're seeing now here is a list of every person that's currently on the website, currently 36 visitors. So this shows me where they came from, the keywords that they searched for. This shows me the IP address of the visitor. It also shows me information such as which browser they're using, which version of the browser they use, and which operating system they're using. It also tells me how many pages this person has looked at. It tells me when they started on the questions and when they were last on the questions. Other views in VisStats include a summary of today. What's interesting about this is at the moment you can see a breakdown of every different marketing source for this website. So you can see Google Free, Google AdWords, different campaigns in Google AdWords as well. I'll come back to this screen a little bit later. The next screen you have here is a monthly summary for the site, and this gives a month-on-month comparison. The red in the background is last month, and obviously the blue figures are daily figures for this month. Again, it's giving you whether you're up and down against last month. So I'm going to flick back into current view, current visitors. And there are a number of different ways we can look at our current visitors on this website. So yeah, we know that there are 34 visitors looking, but what we want to know is what are they doing. So what I can do is flick into content group mode. So at the moment I've now split those visitors down to make it easier for me to look at them. So I can see here that 6 people are currently buying an insurance policy. I'm going to close that down. 1 person is recalling a previous quote. 6 people have just viewed a quote on our website. Well, I'm not bothered about them. They've seen the quote, and that's not what I want to focus on right now. But now we can see that there are 15 people currently answering questions. And what I'm going to do is change the mode of Visibility Stats now, not to show all this detail at once. I want to just make it a little bit more concise. So I've closed down the additional details. So now what we're seeing is that, if I make this a little bit bigger, every time somebody makes a change on the question set, for example, every single question that they start to answer is being sent back to us in real time. So what I'm going to do is find me as a visitor and take you through the whole path. So here's me on Motorbike Insurance. I'm going to click on the affiliates page, and then I'm going to go back to visibility stats. So here that you can see somebody is on the affiliate page. Well, that's me. So I'm going to close everything else down so we can focus just on me. As I move from page to page on the website, you will see instantly that this, as the page will load, the page changes instantly. So as I click around the site, you can see that the pages, as I visit them, it changes in stats instantly to reflect the page that I'm on. If I want to view more details about this visit, what I can do is double click the visit or right click and view the visit detail. So the visit details pane here that you can see on the right has shown me each page that the person has gone to. You can see that as we've clicked around the site and moved from page to page, this is being updated. You can see that the person has actually started. Here they've been on the index page, then they've viewed the affiliate page, then they've gone back to the index page, they've had a little look at our blog, they've gone back to the index page again, and then they've started to get a quote. You can see as they start to go through the quote process, as they start to fill the questions in, you'll notice that here at the bottom we can watch in real time as they do this. I'm just going to come out the visit details for a second. And you can see here that as Neil is working through each of the questions, we're seeing his answer in real time as he does this. Now, okay, if I go back to the view the visit detail, this will become a bit more clear for you. You can see we're watching that user journey in real time. As Neil is completing each of the fields, we get that information fed back to us. You can see now he's just entered his year of birth. We can see that he's married. The power of this is actually incredible because Neil hasn't actually clicked the submit button on the form yet. All that Neil is doing is simply completing each of the fields on that question set. The question set itself, just to show you what it would look like to a user,